Hello, everyone. My name is Katarinah Mazar, and I am here on this lovely planet Earth with this gorgeous greenery around me. I am blessed to be in such a lovely environment. I want to introduce myself. I refer to myself as a mystical clairvoyant. I've had some amazing gifts since childhood, being able to see other dimensional beings. I also see people and animals that have crossed over, transitioned, and for about 30 years now, I've been working with the planets, cosmic beings, galactic energies. My specialty became the eclipses, planetary transit, etc. I love comets, I love asteroids. I was a special guest recently, if you go to Myrtle Schmergel, her podcast, and we were talking about Three Eye Atlas, how we had tuned into Three Eye Atlas shortly after we heard about that it was a comet, because we love comets. Comets are live beings, just like the planet is live beings. All the planets in our solar system are live beings, and the sun is live being, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. So I tuned into Three Eye Atlas, and I was quite stunned because I knew immediately it was not a comet. Comets have a consciousness. All comets have a consciousness, just like planets have a consciousness. Um, and even the plants around me, I feel them. They're so happy. They're going to be on YouTube. They're so excited. Everything vibrates and has a consciousness. When I tuned into Three Eye Atlas, I was stunned because the consciousness was so strong. And I also saw an image, and it looked like the front of a silver ship. And I don't mean a ship that goes on the water here on planet Earth. If you go to Myrtle Schmergel's podcast that says Three Eye Atlas, you will see a drawing that I did of what I saw. Now, during two parts to this, when I did that podcast, I had, before I did the podcast, I had tuned in twice to Three Eye Atlas, and I saw that it came from very, 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 very far away. And I was very emotional because my origin is from a planet that's very, 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 very far away, way outside this galaxy. And even when I speak about it now, I feel emotional. And I had this love for Three Eye Atlas, not because I knew who or what it was, just that it was an entity with a really very strong consciousness that was from far away, and I could relate to that. Anyway, so the point being is, I received, after that podcast on Myrtle Schmergel's YouTube channel, I received a couple of personal responses from people that know me that cried at the end of that podcast because they also feel they are not from Earth. They have always felt that they're not from Earth, and they long for their home, which was what instigating my instigated my emotional response to the Three Eye Atlas, was that I longed for my true origin home. Okay, so if you feel the same way as we do, that you are not from here and that you really long for your home planet, please place in the comment section how you feel about that, because we would love to know. We know there's more than three of us around here. Okay, that being said, what we want to say is, on September 21st Today is the 25th. We had a partial solar eclipse, which again, as we said, is one of our specialties, tuning in and experiencing on a mystical realm, Since it is a partial solar eclipse, we've had this relationship with the sun. Now, it's interesting because the sun is a live being, and the sun has spoken to us over the years many times and has shown me several things. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, it's passing. Last year, we tuned into Stefan Burns' podcast because he was basically at that point in time just reporting on the sun and all the physicality of the sun, etc. What's going on physically. He's a geophysicist, so he was reporting on the sun, its relationship to the earth, the solar flares. Really, really neat stuff. Um, what I do is tune into the mystical and spiritual aspect of the sun and have had that type of relationship with the sun. And now, as a result of this partial solar eclipse, there's a physical relationship with the sun that all of us can have. Briefly, we just want to report on what the sun told us during that eclipse, and we had to write it down here. That's why we're waving this waving this paper around. It was during that partial solar eclipse that the sun said to us, I am a live being. I give life and I heal. Bask in my love. All of us have the opportunity to do that. Also, right now, I want to tell you how you can tune in and communicate with the sun. It's through your heart, and this is also what I wrote. We can, with our love for the sun, enter into his heart. We are referring to the sun uh, as a gender he, because that's always how me personally, Katarinah, have related to him. Uh, it, of course, it doesn't have a gender, but that's our personal relationship to the sun as a he, and we always speak to him as a he. We can, speaking to everyone here on earth, we can, with our love for the sun, enter into his heart, and the gateway, there's a gateway in the center of the sun, and enter it into his heart and the gateway where extraordinary beauty and mystical divine future resides. Now, quickly, we have experienced several eclipses with the sun, and we have actually seen the gateway in the sun. There is a gateway in the center of the sun. When you look at the center of the sun, it is so beautiful. There are live beings that reside in the sun. The sun has children in the sun. We've seen that over the years. In the center of the sun, it's gorgeous. It's this beautiful orange, yellowy orange, golden glow. And in the center of the sun, we've seen this gateway. And through this gateway, it goes into other dimensions, into the future. And that's what this information that we received was during that eclipse, that anyone can access that gateway through your heart, the love for the sun. We also want to say that as a result of this, energetically, we have the earth and humanity, if humanity is tuned into this, that a whole other vibrational frequency entered the planet and around the earth. So that now, the only way I can personally describe it is that it feels fuller. Energetically, it feels fuller, and it feels higher in the sense it's a this dimension of love that's connected to the sun. There's other descriptions, but we don't want to keep going on and on. So we will just leave you with this information and hope that you place a comment regarding your home planet or how you feel about what we've said here. And please understand that the sun is a live being, the planet is a live being, all the planets in the solar system are a live being. We will be doing another podcast soon. We thank you. We bless you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.